Hello Sagittarius, this is going to be your January 2022 reading. I already mixed the cards off camera, but I'll do it once on camera for good measure. I'm going to be doing a few different spreads. I'm going to do a relationship spread for you first. That's going to be a general overview of your love forecast. And then I'll be doing a relationship spread, which is a one-on-one spread with a specific person in mind. Could be any relationship too. And then I will be doing oracle cards from Spirit for your specific person in mind. That will give you a bird's eye view of the situation from, above, not from any specific person's point of view. And then I'll be doing some sex oracle cards if you want to give that a try. And then oracle cards from a specific person that you have in mind. And then finally I'll do some angel cards for you for advice at the end. Alrighty. So Sagittarius, here is your horseshoe spread for your general love forecast. We got your past, present, near-term future, 3 to 4 months out. We've got you in a nutshell, your environment, we've got your hopes and or your fears, and then we have your 12-month outcome. I know some tarot readers do on YouTube do a week-to-week thing, but I really don't think you should be doing that many readings that often. Okay. So in your past, we got justice and Zeus supremacy. Okay. So it looks like in the past, there was some sort of karmic justice that happened. It was meant to happen, and it was needed to happen because it needed to balance out a situation that was not good. Something was out of whack, and that's why the Justice card came out for you to balance everything. There might have been a situation where one person was worshipping the other in an imbalanced kind of dynamic. And if you look at the Zeus here, he's not even looking down. Whatever this girl is doing down there, she's just beneath him. He doesn't even see that she's there. So there could have been a situation where the girl just walked away. She wanted something that was more equal. She wanted to be seen on eye-to-eye level. Okay, this is your present situation. We got the Queen of Swords, and we got Hercules, the Protector. I do like the Queen of Swords in readings myself. I always find that I tend to be the Queen of Swords too. So the Queen, she's cut her bonds that were keeping her together, and she's freed herself. She's given herself the truth. She's not waiting for anyone else to give herself the truth. She just did it on her own. Her head is above the clouds and above all the gossip and the riffraff. She's looking to the future, not to the past. So, if that's your current energy, that sounds great. Because you're not going to be putting up with any BS from anyone. Very two powerful cards right here. We got Hercules, the Protector. Oh, let me just read that one just in case there's something I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so the advice part of this is, perhaps you will now attract someone to help you, providing support and strength if you need it. Look out for superhero champions to champion your cause and fight in your corner. But I don't think that's the interpretation here. I think you might be kind of protecting your heart right now. Yeah. Okay, so we got your 3 to 4 month future right here. She has come up in so many readings for January. We got Goddess of the Light, Artemis, and we got the 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, so for starters, the Ten of Wands, generally it's about you're almost towards the finish line. He's carrying a lot of weight. He probably could put some of these things down, but he's insistent on carrying all of it without any help. And it's upside down for you. It almost feels like you're carrying the weight, but you're going to be going backwards, or you're going to be maybe misguided off track. And it's pretty strange to get that paired with Artemis. Artemis is normally, I felt like she's been pretty positive in romantic readings. She's known for her ravishing beauty. She's a hunter. She's free-spirited. She can take care of herself. She's also followed along by this little dog. But it's almost like you can take care of yourself, but you're not going to. Seems like something might be happening in your near future. That might be off track. We got the Queen of Wands to clarify reversed. We got the Nine of Swords reversed and the Hermit. There might be a strong fiery character that might distract you or tempt you or get you off track. Because of that, you're gonna be you're gonna feel like you want to cry, but instead of crying, you're gonna actually go into hermit mode and kind of clam up, go inside and look, why the heck did I go off track again? The hermit goes into isolation so he could find enlightenment. So, whatever does happen, you will feel the enlightenment you seek. Okay? So, you in a nutshell right now, we got Hermes, the Journey, and we got the Knight of Swords. So it seems like you have a lot of breathing room, a lot of open space right now. You're free to move around and travel where you want. We got this Knight of Swords here. The Knight, he's one of the fastest moving of the swords, of the fastest moving knights of the knights. He can be a little forceful, wanting what he wants and he wants to get going, and he's a very quick thinker, quick-witted. He might have a lot of snarky things to kind of spit out of his mouth. So it feels like for you right now, you might be traveling, moving about. If you're not traveling physically, you might be traveling in your mind, thinking things through. You don't have fully mature thoughts yet, but you'll get there. So then we got your environment. This is not necessarily something that you can control in your hands, but the weather outside does affect whether you go out, stay in, or put on a raincoat and go out anyways. So it looks like the people in your social circles are drowning in their emotions. The people are being tempted by a lot of different things, and they're falling into this deep pond. And they know they have to come up to breathe, but they can't. They're stuck down there and they're drowning. People around you are also harvesting their crops. They might be a little contemplative of what happened in the past and trying to assess, okay, well, what do I really have? Neither one of these seem like the best environment for finding love, if that's what you're looking for. So these are your hopes or your fears. So you definitely got a hope here. We got 90 victory. So you're hoping that you're finally going to find the keeper, the good one. You're hoping for success. You've been looking for love for such a long time, and you're wondering if it's going to even be there, but you're hoping it is. You're still optimistic. One of your fears is the Five of Swords reversed. So yeah, you're fearing, you know, pretty basic understandable thing. You're fearing being in a relationship where there's fighting, mental games, disputes, shallow victories, pettiness. You're fearing all that stuff. And it's good to name your fears and face your fears, but not like dwell on them, because you don't want to think about them so much that they actually come true. Now that you realize this is one of your fears, you could, you know, take that into consideration and move on. Because if something like that happens, then you could recognize it really fast and leave. But you know, don't be paralyzed from the fear either. Okay, so we got your 12-month outcome. We've got the Hangman, and we got the Trojan Horse Trickery. So these are not the most optimistic looking cards for a 12-month outcome. It might even be kind of frustrating for you. The Hangman is about staying still. It's similar to the Hermit, but this is like the universe pegs you to this tree of wisdom, and you're kind of pegged against your will, but you might be struggling, fidgeting, trying to get loose until you finally give up and just like lay there and try to find freedom within your head and find enlightenment within yourself versus trying to find it somewhere else. So, I mean, the good news is, even though something's going to happen where you're going to be kind of stuck, you will find that enlightenment once you let yourself find it. And it's related to this Trojan horse trickery. So there could be some sort of situation 12 months from now, it's January 1st right now, where there's someone that's sneaking around, or I mean, it could be you sneaking around, but Sagittarius are pretty honorable people, so it's more likely the other person. But yeah, someone might be hiding something. It might be concealed. Someone might say something that sounds good, and you'll let them through the gates and let them in. And, you know, once they're in there, they're going to wreck up the place. Okay, so just give me 1 second. Let me put these cards away and shuffle them, and I'll get your cards ready for the one-on-one spread. Okay, I shuffled the cards, but I'll do it one more time on camera. You know, I was thinking about that reading as I was putting the cards away, and I was like, man, it's supposed to be a love forecast, but it did not seem like that so much in the cards. Alright, let's see what we got here. So this is your one-on-one spread for a specific person. Technically it could be any relationship you want, but I'm sure you already know the one you want to see. But it could be a sister, mother, cousin, friend, coworker too, if you don't want it to be a lover. Just translate it to that kind of dynamic. Alrighty. Well, so this left side is you, the current, and then this right side is the person you're thinking of. So you, the current. It looks, well, you got the Fool, and you got Psyche, Doubtfulness in reverse. If you're familiar with Psyche, her story is that she was partnered with Eros, the god of passion, love, sex, creation, and he was deeply in love with her. She didn't believe that someone could love her so much, and she ended up cheating on him. And that hurt him so much because, you know, how could she do that to him? Over time, he did forgive her because he loved her so much that he could forgive her for anything, and they got back together. It's kind of like maybe you might be in an energy of recently forgiving something, recently gathering something, but then realizing it was true, or trying to bring it into your life, you know, like it wasn't going to work, but now I'm going to give it another shot. Because you got this pair with the Fool, like you want a fresh start. Whatever happened in the past, you're trying to move forward and do it with a fresh start, a clean slate. The energy of your person. We got Penelope reunion. And we got the Page of Cups. So it looks like your partner is looking for something to come back. They miss things how they were. Alright, it could be a past lover, or it could be a past job, past situation. Something they're longing about it coming back. They want it back in their lives. They want it to be how it was. It does look like they're almost like sweet and sincere about offering a new cup of love here. A new cup of affection, creativity, honesty, spirituality. Okay, so we got your past shared energy, present shared energy, and your future shared energy. So you got the Magician in reverse and the Morai, the future. The Morai are the ones who weave fates. I'm just gonna double check that, because there's the Morai and the Horai, but I think these are the ones that weave fates. These three goddesses were said to spin the future, and this powerful card describes the mechanism of fate. But some ancient Greeks wrote that this is not always predetermined and can be quite flexible. Yeah. But I feel like not so much fate, but like someone was weaving, crafting, someone was manipulating in the shared energy between, someone was manipulating the situation, kind of really meddling, planning, using all the tools in their chest to get something to work the way that they wanted it to work. The current shared energy, it looks alright. We got Tai Chi Fortune, and we got the Page of Wands. And fortune generally means, if it's a business money reading, it would be like, good money, luck, luck's on your side, money's coming in. But since it's a romance reading, it would feel like that towards money, like the love might be coming in, the passion might be coming in. It's starting to finally work in the favor that you wanted it to go. And it looks like you guys might be setting off on a new journey for that fresh start, to physically go places, do things together, travel places, try new things in bed. You're trying to put action to your desires for change, not just thinking about change, you're actually doing it. You might not be the masters of the change, but you gotta start somewhere. Alright. This card has come up from my personal love readings. And at first I'll tell you it doesn't feel good. Well, at least for my situation. Uranus, remoteness, and we got the Queen of Wands. So there's definitely going to be some situation where there's separation in your future. Uranus comes to Earth to visit his lover Gaia, but then he always leaves at night, far, far away from her. There's going to be a great distance between you two. It could even be dead silence, because between where Uranus is in the sky and Earth, you can't talk to each other. There might be a glimmer of light that you might be able to kind of squint to with your eyes on a dark night, but you're not going to be able to get any communication from them. It's like one of you guys is going to go cold. We got the Queen of Wands reverse. She's the queen of fire, passion, movement, travel, following her heart, strength. But she's cutting it off. She's going to go cold. She doesn't want to talk to my Uranus over here. Something's going to happen. So, the good news is this future is, if you keep running the same course that you're on, if you want to have a different future, then suddenly you want to take the exit route right now and not keep going on that same route that you're already on. Okay. Alrighty, so now that we've got your romance forecast and then a specific relationship, let's get a bird's eye view from Spirit to see what's going on. Spirit won't have a biased view one way or the other. You know, sometimes people have the different versions of the story. Alright, let's see. I've never seen this one come out. When these cards are reversed, I'll sometimes interpret as being blocked, being the opposite, or being to the extreme, and we'll figure it out as we go. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Integrity. Does this situation align with your moral values? Sagittarius are very much about integrity and doing the right thing. They're very dogmatic about that. Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. Play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Release. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Was this one upside down? I can't remember if that was upside down, but hopefully you guys remember. I think it was upside down. I don't know. Now I'm forgetting this one too. Decision. It's time to decide. Okay. So these are the advice cards from Spirit for you to consider. It looks like there are some obstacles in your current situation. And I do remember you had that Psyche card. You still might have a sore heart. And you're not sure if you can fully trust the situation. You're having some doubt. The situation might involve a lack of integrity, which is very important to you. So you're not sure if you can even accept this kind of stuff. You might want to try to disconnect from the situation and go on a vacation or retreat or just like a day trip to a park. Go outside, play like you used to. Spirit seems to want you to release something right now. The relationship entirely or the fear that you have. You can't be in the relationship with fear. It's not going to work. So you either have to get rid of the whole thing if you can't get rid of the fear, or get rid of the fear, itself. So you're going to choose what you have to accept, what you're going to accept. What can you actually accept? Not what you want to, but what can you actually practically do? Because you want a relationship with stability. You don't want to be having to question things left and right. When you go to bed at night, you want to know the person's going to be there when you wake up. I was remembering when I was in a bad relationship some years ago that, like, I was a very straight edge person, but the guy apparently, like, he brought over some people and they were doing drugs on my kitchen table, and I was asleep in the bedroom and I had no idea that shit was going on, and I was so mad. when I found out about it. I didn't even know if it's true because I was asleep, but I mean, that's what the guy told me. That's not the kind of stuff I would allow, you know. So it's up to you to decide who can you actually trust in your house, trust in your heart. Whether they're actually making shit up or if they're generally doing the crazy things that you did not want in your house. So, yeah, it's your choice to decide. I haven't thought about that for a while, but I felt like I should share it since it's relevant. Hopefully it helps you. Okay. You know. Yeah, I'll do these. I mean, I know so far the reading has been kind of dark, but I've been trying to do these after those oracle cards. Just in case it does apply to you. I have my Eros Kiss cards, which are like sex oracle cards. What I'm going to do is ask, you know, for advice for what you or your partner in mind want to try. And it's a general reading, so they might not all be a hit with you, but you know, if something stands out to you, go ahead and play it out. And if you want to just ignore this part too, you can. I'll have the oracle cards from the person you're thinking of next, and then the angel cards. Endless pleasure, bondage, rape fantasy, romance me, whining and dining, baby making, kiss me all over, outdoors, group sex, and fellatio. So, for you or your partner, you might like having a night where it just keeps going on and on forever, and you're not sure when it's going to end. One of you guys like bondage. It could be something about the power dynamic, giving up power, having power, getting dressed up that gets them excited. And that's also, it came out with this rape fantasy card, so make sure you talk to your partner first before you initiate anything like that. Arrange a safe word, and sometimes people really like the idea of giving up full control. And sometimes people like getting full control. Make sure you have your boundaries of what you can and won't accept. Romance me. It looks like someone wants to have, before you even get into bed, they want to be felt loved and heartworthy throughout the day, whether that's with text, wedding, dining, flowers, something to build up to the night or encounter. Whining and dining again. They want someone that will earn their pass to, what is it, the theme park or the fun play. They want it to be earned and not just given. Fellatio. Maybe one of you guys likes giving or receiving fellatio. That's oral sex to a male body. Group sex. Seems like one of you guys might want to try that. It might not be for both of you guys. So you could always ask. You don't know what the answer will be until you ask. You might want to have limits of whether people will be repeats or one and done kind of thing. And you could find these kind of things online, whether it's like Tinder or was it Double List or one of those things on your phones. Outdoors. They might like the thrill of being outdoors, almost being caught, or they might like the being connected to nature feeling. One of you guys wants to be kissed all over or wants to kiss the other all over from head to toe. One of you guys might actually like the thrill of unprotected sex, or actually sex for the specific purpose of making a baby. Like that is the goal in mind, to make something that's the union between you and the other person. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so these are the cards from a specific person in mind, if you have one in mind. Okay, so we got, do you want me around? And these are all face up. Okay. Do you want me around? I do wish you well. We are not right for each other. I can be myself with you. I wish I had treated you better. I am not available. I want to tell you so much. I wasn't thinking. And do keep in mind, these are cards from your person to you. It's not necessarily the truth of the universe. It's just their opinion. Sometimes people will be in their head or have a guilt complex. Or sometimes they could be in denial too, so. It could be that you guys that are distant from each other, they might not be able to talk to you right now. They might have said something, done something that they regret. It's funny. They wish you well, and they do like being around you, but they know that you're not right for each other. They're kind of questioning, do you really want me around? Like, is it okay? Like, do you accept me like that? Like, can I be like this and you still be with you? I don't know if I pulled this many cards for other people, but you got them. I'm devoted to you. Put down your weapons, or maybe they actually might want you to keep it up. Let's see. You don't know everything about me. You're better off without me. Will my dog like you? My family is important to me. Take control. Meet my family. Submit to me. My friends like you. So it does look like they were around in your life, at least enough for your friends to like them. Maybe you didn't take them home completely because, you know, they're wondering if their dog or something, you know, would like you. Would they trust you? Sometimes the dogs can be, they could sniff out the trouble. But, yeah. They'd like you to meet their family. So, I don't know, maybe you told them, you know, to hit the road and you didn't want to talk to them again. So they need you to initiate the contact. Because they might be at least loyal enough to you to say, well, if you told me not to talk to you, then I'm not going to talk to you because that's what you asked for. Whether you want to actually do that or not, that's your choice. Okay, let me pull a few advice cards for you. Okay. So Sagittarius. Chakra clearing. That's funny. I shuffled the card so many times and I still got this card out. I got this card for a few other different people for the January reading. I guess it's a new year, so everyone's going to clean out their closets. Chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometry shapes. And you can see some of the sacred geometry right there. If you're an artist or designer, you might be able to make some of your own. It's easy enough to find on Google. So, yeah, if you want, you could try to do self-Reiki healing on to clear out your chakras, or find someone else to do it for you. Yeah, because if you clear out the negativity within yourself on the spiritual plane, it'll manifest on the physical plane. You could also take it a step further and start clearing out your house, getting rid of the old clutter and stuff that you don't like, you don't want to see, that doesn't represent you anymore in 2022. When you clear your house, then you'll have open space for new opportunities to come in. Look around at your house and see, like, I mean, if I was going to have a guest, would they actually be comfortable here? For me, there's been cases where I might be down, I might be sad, and then the house gets really, really, really messy. Like you're hopping over crap. And, I thought about it and I was like, well, it's because I didn't want energy to come in. I was trying to block people out. Maybe I didn't feel worthy. I didn't feel like I wanted new stuff to come in. But when I cleaned, I found sometimes it felt like naked and exposed. It didn't feel right. Like I was not used to it. I had to deal with being alone and empty when it was clean at first, but I got used to it. Because once it's clean, then that becomes the new normal. I feel like there's something else I was going to say, but I didn't quite get it. Oh. Malachite, prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So you could use malachite if you have a piece in jewelry or something carried in your pocket as a reminder that you are prosperous, because it seems like you're forgetting that that's true for you. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, planet of abundance, wealth, expansion. So you are one of the luckier signs in the zodiac. Retreat. It's time for you it's time to disconnect from the world. So it might be a good time for you to go on a short vacation, or if you can't, just go walk in the park if that's all you can afford right now. Leave your phone in the car, leave your phone at home, so you could think for yourself and not have other ideas get fed into you. Figure the answer out from within. And you could also just be happy, just being at peace. That peace vibration can be something that you bring back with you when you come back to your house. Brilliant idea. Maybe you'll get a brilliant idea on your retreat. Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. So maybe you're thinking about doing something, starting a business, getting a certification, trying something new, inventing something, creating something. Archangel Uriel is saying, yes, just do it already, man. And you'll be giving that gift to the world. This is actually a job hobby card, but I pulled it for your romance thing anyways. Counseling. You heal with your kind words, wise advice, and are empathetic, and an empathetic ear. So it could be that you want to be a counselor, but I think in this context it might be that you might want to seek counseling if you're having trouble getting rid of some negative thoughts. You could even maybe need advice about getting your idea off the ground from a professional. We got Helen of Troy, beauty. I don't often use these large cards because they don't fit in my hands. So I don't have them memorized. There we go. We got Helen of Troy, was also known as Helen of Sparta. She was the daughter of the king of Tyndareus and Leda of Sparta, though some of the legends say she was born from an egg after Zeus, in the form of a swan, seduced Leda. Helen was one of the most beautiful women in the ancient times. Her beauty struck Paris, the prince of Troy, which with such intensity that he abducted her from her husband, Melanus. This brought the 20-year Trojan War. The message. Beauty is something that can never be defined with a concrete way, as what is beautiful to one person, culture, or period is different to another. Therefore, beauty goes beyond something physical and speaks more about what radiates from within. Beauty is a belief held within a person, an essence and a connection to his or her own sensual nature. Desire and attraction are almost animal instincts. We sense something about someone to whom we are attracted to. It is a primal energy. Those who seek to exploit beauty through marketing, for example, will always fail to comprehend the true nature, as marketing speaks much more to the ego, which is about status and approval, than to the real nature of humankind. This is a time for you to discard any superficial notions of beauty and connect you to the true archetypal essence of what makes you beautiful. You are beautiful. All human beings are connected to the same primal beauty, and this beauty is about to spark within you and what brings you life. It has nothing to do with your age, hair, makeup, or clothes. The general denial of the primal aspect of human nature is forced beauty into the superficial realm. But it is not beauty that is superficial. It is merely our limited understanding of it. Pulling this card today, you are being encouraged to connect to the beauty within you and within the world around you. That might be something that you get to realize on your retreat, or maybe your idea involves beauty or bringing beauty to the world. But you are definitely beautiful, if someone told you you weren't. Okay, I'll just pull these two last cards, just in case you had a question about timing. When will something happen? I'll pull card A and card B. You could have two separate questions, or you could choose between A and B for your answer. So this is A, this is B. So if you ask when will something happen A, it was 6 months. When will something happen B? February. Okay, well thank you so much for joining me, Sagittarius. Hopefully I'll see you next month.